Blows without borders, coming at you live from across 3 continents. Philly the Fort, hey, Troy, and Neill. Let's do this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Red Summit 31. Here again, I'm Bulls Without Borders. The OG3 is back. We have been gone for a couple of weeks. That is, an apology from us, but we're back and we're gonna keep it rolling, baby. I'm here today with my two most loyal and badass partners, my friend Troy and my friend Neill from I said Australia first and then Ireland. So to my right is Troy. Troy, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. We had a amazing viewing of Caleb Wilson yesterday, so I'm looking forward to talking about that debut because damn, we got ourselves a superstar.
I think we do, man. I think we do. And to the furthest on the right, I got my buddy Neill. He's a co-host with me on the Six Banner podcast. And make sure that you are checking out his Battlegrounds episodes on this channel, Bulls Without Borders. He's doing awesome stuff with that. How you doing, Neill?
I'm doing great. I will be ducking in and out for a little while because I'm keeping an eye on the England-Norway game. But apart from that, I'm here to talk about Bulls. It's been a few minutes since we've sat down and talked about it, so I'm looking forward to it because we have started watching a bit of Bulls basketball, and it was fun.
I love it, man. I love it. I mean, yeah. So how can we start with anything else other than Caleb Wilson? Caleb Wilson. I don't want to shortchange him, so let me get his. I should have already had this pulled up, but he was
If you're looking
phenomenal.
for his middle name, I do believe it's motherfucking Caleb motherfucking Wilson.
Yeah, Caleb motherfucking Noah Sheldon. His actual full name is wild. It's Caleb Noah Sheldon Wilson.
Wow, there you go.
Caleb motherfucking Noah Sheldon Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll go, motherfucker.
My family and I sat one table down from Rich Paul 2 nights ago. Ooh, look at you, Samity.
What up,
Rubbing shoulders with the big people.
That makes sense. But Samity is that dude. Let me switch with you.
It was like teleporting.
Yes.
Yep. Before we kick it off, all right, Pads is in the comments. Dude, get your lazy butt out of bed. It's not that cold. Get in here with us and talk some Bulls basketball. You little, yeah. I gotta throw shade at Pads every now and then.
Throw that shade, baby. But so
what are you eating, Samity?
Give me your what'd you say?
I asked him what he was eating. He was too busy eating to really say anything.
He's a big fan of eating.
He loves his food.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
What's on the menu today?
What's that? Oh, what is he? How about having Matas, Noah, and Caleb on defense? I mean, dude, it's gonna be a really, really, really fun year of Bulls basketball. So we'll start with Caleb Wilson, 35 points. To my understanding, I think that was the best scoring debut of a player in the Las Vegas Summer League of all time. If I'm wrong about that, then my bad, but that's my understanding. I wanted to bring up his full. Where's his full stat line? Okay, Okay, so he had 35 points. I know he had 5 rebounds. He had 2 steals and 3 blocks. Pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I mean, I'll start with you, Troy. This is your boy. You've been pulling for him for a while. How did it feel to watch him just ball out like that?
Oh man, it was beautiful to watch. Like that first possession where he hits the pull-up 3 at the top of the key. That was absolutely sweet. And then he's splashing threes like all over the place. He's hot now. While after the game, he did acknowledge that this is not how they played at North Carolina. He hit 7 threes for the entire season at UNC last season. He hit 7 threes yesterday alone, 7 of 11. Two of those misses were at shot clock buzzer beating heaves. So, if you take away those, he's 7 for 9 on legitimate attempts, not just including the buzzer beaters. The man was cooking all game long. Crazy stat line. He's been known for his dunking. He didn't have a single dunk yesterday. And yes, while in looking at the box score, now this is why, plus minus is a bunch of bullshit for a single game. He was minus 11 in the plus minus. He did have 6 turnovers. Hey, it's summer league basketball. It's going to be sloppy. These guys have never played a game together. So, it is who cares about the turnovers? It's what you're doing and how you react from those turnovers. And we saw one turnover where he turned it over in the first quarter and then it had a full court chase down Scottie Pippen block. And that was cool to watch. And, Caleb Wilson, we've got our superstar of the future here to team up with Marcus Buzelis and Josh Giddey going forward. If
Josh Giddey, he's not a part of our plans.
I don't know. Apparently not. We're just going to play him off ball, put him in the corner, and play him at shooting guard.
We've got Dalen Swain to play point guard now.
Dalen Swain's the new point guard of the future. Damn. Yeah. Don't you guys know this?
Yeah, Josh can't play ball.
But yeah, 12 of 21 from the field overall, 7-11 from beyond the arc. The free throws, he struggled on the free throw line with the team overall struggled from the free throw line very, very badly. We could have should have won that game by 10, 15 points had they been making a league average amount of free throws. But no, I loved what I saw from Caleb overall. This guy is going to be an absolute superstar, and man, I can't wait to get it. And I also love the fact that even though the Bulls took the loss by 1 point, Caleb Wilson, regardless of what some people may think, he absolutely outplayed Cameron Boozer in that game. And Cameron Boozer was very, very good. He was very good yesterday as well. But Caleb Wilson still outplayed him. And I love to see it.
Yeah, I love how much he seems to relish those one-on-one match. He's a lot like Jordan in that way, where he loves that matchup. He plays up. It seems like he did it all last year. Did it last night. I would if he continues to play at that kind of level for this entire summer league, considering he's playing all these other guys that he was picked amongst. It's an unreal start. And I've been definitely on the forefront. I think the last episode I did of Chicago Bulls Breeze was literally me saying chill on the summer league, overreactions. With that being said, when you drop 35 points, it's a little bit hard to not overreact. Neill, talk to me, man. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, see, I know I was talking to you about this earlier on today, Phil, and I was kind of saying I'm not going to allow myself to get completely sucked in off the back of one game, even though it was an incredible game for Caleb Wilson. I want to see his second game. If he comes out and plays anywhere close to that again in his second game, I am fully believing in Caleb Wilson and what he can do going forward. At the moment, I just don't find myself being able to judge any player off the back of one game. So I just want to see a second, see if this is going to be a trend that he is able to continue to do. I think if he plays like this again in the second game, that will be all we see of him in Summer League anyway. I think he'll be benched and protected for the remainder of the games. But getting to watch him play like that was phenomenal. It was incredible. When he did the chase down block, I nearly screamed, and I was watching it in bed with my wife asleep next to me. So that would have scared the shit out of her. So I'm glad I managed to contain myself. But yeah, just being able to watch the game. Oh yeah, I'm a professional at silent screams at this stage of watching games in the middle of the night. But just being able to watch the Bulls play again was great. I know it's the Summer League team, but still, there are players that we know will be playing for the Bulls team in the next season coming up. And being able to watch a Bulls game and being able to be excited about what we're seeing, excited about the product that we're going to be dealing with for this season. It's something we haven't seen in a very long time. When's the last time we took a player from the draft And straight away off the bat, we were able to be really full on excited about it. Derrick Rose, and he didn't have a great summer league.
Well, no, because even as Hayes, sorry, Phil, even as Hayes pointed out in the summer league, Mario Chalmers was cooking Derrick Rose.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, that was a little bit of a that was a pattern in Rose's career. Unfortunately, college and NBA, and that guy had his number, man. Fucking bastard. But man, like to me, it's not so much about the production total. It was his willingness to, like, he wanted it. Like, he got the ball, he was looking for his shot. Like, he knew, like, that was his team. It was his job to put points on the board, and that's what he did. It's that mindset and his willingness to be that guy without any hesitation whatsoever from the minute they jumped. That's what has me most excited, because you can just tell this isn't going to be a kid that shrinks from the spotlight. You know, the lights get brighter, he's just going to get better. That's how I really feel. And it's so gratifying and justifying for all of us that have been like begging for this to happen. I mean, I know that I've been talking about, Caleb Wilson, hoping that we would be able to move up to get him. I've been talking about that for freaking months, man. And so for it to be real and here, and he does that, like, it's unbelievable, man. Like,
yeah,
how crazy is it that this is our life? Like,
it's
after
awesome.
what we just went with, like what we just got done. We just sold off half the team for shit returns, right? And like, I'm just gonna say it though, bad returns, but good moves. I mean, even if you keep Io, do you get Caleb Wilson? I don't think you do. I think Io might have made a difference of a game or two.
Man.
Yeah, Io would have definitely contributed to winning like at least another game or two. So
yeah,
still could have got Io back.
Yeah. I'd love to have him, right? But like, if you're looking at, in 20, looking back, it's like, well, if it had to happen for us to get Caleb, I love Io, but I'd rather have Caleb.
Yeah.
No,
because now we've got our as much as we all love Io, like, and I know the city of Chicago loves Io because he's from Illinois, he's from Chicago. We have our superstar of the future, and as that's as far as I'm concerned, that's far more important than having one of Chicago's favorite sons on the roster. As good as Io is, like, I love Io. I would love to have him back in Chicago one day, but I'm taking Caleb Wilson over Io every day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's an age game at this point. Like, Io's 27. Yeah. He did just drop 43 in the playoffs, which was a big reason why I was so hot on trying to bring him back. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, he got the bag. I think he got what, $27 million a year. I think for 4 years,
something along those lines. Yeah.
I mean, we paid Powell less. On a shorter deal that has more flexibility.
Player option. Team option.
Yeah, team option.
I love where we're going with this thing. I think it's going to be so much fun to watch this Bulls team. And I think we're going to be better than people think. Like, I really do. And that's obviously, I'm a homer, but if Caleb is going to play even half that good, that's going to take so much pressure off of Buzelis.
Yeah.
And then I keep forgetting, like, that Norman Powell's on the team now. Like, good luck. Like, Norman's going to be he's going to demand attention, or else he's going to light you up because he's a professional scorer. If there's one thing Norman Powell can do, he's going to fill it up. You think about what that does for Matas Buzelis and Caleb Wilson. Matas is going to be the third highest, like, priority for most defenses this year, which is not something that has been the case for him yet in his career, I think, in Chicago. I just think it's going to have such a domino effect. Like, how do you guys? I do think that Caleb is going to be that primary superstar. I thought that Matas might be able to be that guy too, but I think if anything, like, Caleb's ability is going to actually be what unlocks that potential for Buzelis. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Neill, I'll ask you first.
Yeah, I think the amount of pressure that this potentially removes for the likes of Matas Buzelis is huge, huge. And you've got a player now in Caleb that is well able to, as we saw last night, spread the floor. Hey, Sherry, is well able to spread the floor, attack the rim, and he is quick. He's a lob threat. You've got Josh Giddey controlling the offense. You've got Norman Powell, who you can spray the ball out to, who you know full well can hit a shot. And then you go to Matas Buzelis. I mean, all of a sudden, we're a team that has multiple threat options offensively, but we're also a defensive-minded team with a defensive-minded coach.
Crazy.
We've suddenly gone from being a piece of shit team that is piecemeal to all of a sudden we're dare I say it, a well-rounded basketball team. It's in one off season.
Heading there. Yeah.
You know, no, well, I mean, whatever way you look at it, we're not a complete team.
No.
But we are a well-rounded team.
Yeah.
Before we were either an offensive team or we were a run and gun team or we were trying to play some defense team. But we haven't been a complete rounded team like this in a very, very long time.
No, absolutely. Like, I completely agree with everything you just said there, Neill. And on that, I think when it comes to this upcoming season specifically, I think you're going to probably see like Norman Powell and Matas Buzelis be the 1A and 1B scorer options. That's at least my personal opinion anyway, or that's how I would potentially run it if I was Tiago Splitter. And
Sorry,
then you'd probably
you said which ones would be your 1A and 1B?
Like Powell and Matas. Like for at least this upcoming season, Norman Powell and Matas Buzelis will be our 1A and 1B scoring options. You look at using Caleb Wilson as the next one below them, because you don't want to put too much pressure on him straight away either in his rookie season, but you want to give him as many opportunities as you can. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Now that gets to put Josh Giddey down into being the fourth option where he's most comfortable as a scoring option, because now he gets to be an actual point guard and set the table for everybody else. So was it Phil trying to point to
kind of point to the comment.
Point to this?
Yeah.
But Josh Giddey, he's going to be in the spot where he only need him to score 14, 15 points a game rather than 18 to 20 points a game, because he's now going to be in a position where he's at his most comfortable in being a point guard, being a true point guard. He's not a shooting guard, despite what some people want to think. Dalen Swain is not coming in to take his position. I think while we're not going to overreact again to one summer league game, but I think it's pretty clear that Dalen Swain is not a point guard. He is a secondary ball handler. He's a great isolation scorer. That's his strength. Now he's working on that outside jump shot, but he is not coming in to take Josh Giddey's position at point guard. It's not happening. And then I don't know if you guys, Phil, Neill, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Stan Van Gundy and John Wall on the broadcast yesterday both said you can have as many positionless players as you like out there on the floor. You still need a point guard. Yep. Josh Giddey is a point guard. So some people need to get that through their thick friggin' heads. Josh Giddey's a point guard. He's a point guard of the future, at least for this upcoming season anyway. So how he's
go ahead. Sorry.
Like how much easier he's going to make life for Norman Powell, for Matas Buzelis, for Caleb Wilson, for Nick Claxton as well. Now that deal's official. Like how much easier their lives are going to be, because Josh Giddey's going to be setting the table. No one's going to be thinking about, looking at Josh Giddey as a threat, which actually makes him even more dangerous again, because now they're more worried about, about Matas, about Caleb, about Norman Powell. That actually makes Josh even more dangerous now as an potentially fourth option scorer. So it's going to make Josh better. So, we're heading in the right direction.
Yes, definitely. So I was reading the comments there.
Todd's comment.
Todd's got he's full of them. Diet Pepsi Phil. Don't be hating. Don't be hating on my boy CM Punk, bro. Anyways, yeah, man, I agree. I don't. One of my least favorite things in the Bulls fandom these days is how many different ways can we figure out how we're gonna move off of Josh Giddey. I mean, you would think that this guy is just a net negative every night. It's crazy. I don't understand.
Dude, I guarantee you that changes this season.
I hope so.
I
really
guarantee you it changes this season. And the
For
reason
some
why
people it won't though.
Yeah, they're just stubborn assholes who don't know basketball. They just know how to be an asshole, right?
Exactly.
Anyone that watches this team play now in the upcoming season and watches what Giddey can do now that he has two rim attacking players in Claxton and Caleb Wilson and two shooters in Mattis and Powell, and Mattis can attack the rim as well. Giddey is going to have a feast. He's going to have a feast. And if they watch this season and watch how Giddey can and make this offense work because he's a true point guard and he's a floor general without having to take on the pressures of being a shooter anymore because he's fucking surrounded by them, then Giddey is just going to explode this season. I mean, I'm going to put it out there now. I reckon Josh Giddey makes All-Star this year.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
That's a hot take. I like it though.
Yeah,
I mean, if the Bulls are in the playoff race, I think that can happen for sure. Unfortunately, it is like a lot to do with team success because, I mean, if you look at the players last year, like he out produced some of the guys on the bench, but you know, they didn't win, so that, you know, I think that affected some people's minds. But yeah, I legit I feel this way. Like I really feel like he could average 10 assists a game this year. I think that's entirely possible.
That
I don't
can go
understand.
up to anywhere from like 10 to 14 assists. Like,
14
I know
a
you
game would be wild.
I know you mentioned before that you know, about the shooters with Powell and Martis. Well, if Caleb Wilson can even hit that 3-point shot at say a league average 35%, there's another option for him as well. Not to mention like on getting out in transition, like I've mentioned so many times before. You know, Josh leading the fast break, and you got Martis and Caleb running the wings, and then you got Norma Powell who can pull up for three, and then you got Nick Claxton trailing as an athletic big who's a rim runner. Fucking like Neill, as you and Matt called him on C-Reg UK, like he's the barista. He's going to serve it up whichever way you like it.
The barista, baby. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Trademark Neill done.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Don't be giving Matt credit for that. The barista thing was me. Yeah, I'm not giving credit to Matt for that.
Trademark Neill done. Matt Hearn, you got nothing to do with that one, brother.
No, that one wasn't Matt. That one was me.
Welcome back to Matt Hearn, by the way. C-Red UK.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, brother.
I don't know how I got roped back into C-Reg UK. I thought that was done, dusted, but Matt's bringing it back, and he wants me to jump on and do a short pod with him once a week. So I said, why not?
Yeah.
Just when you thought you were out, he pulled you back.
He pulled me back in.
Everybody, make sure you go watch that. We'll have him on the show at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we're actually going to start recording. We'll probably wait until preseason before we start recording pods again.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, so other than Caleb Wilson's extraordinary performance, I mean, we could talk, I guess, Dalen Swain. I mean, so between Dalen Swain and Noah Essengay, we'll just bring up both of those guys. What did you take? Like, what was your strongest takeaway from the game when it comes to either or both of those guys? Troy, we'll start with you.
All right, I'll put, as I already mentioned it quickly earlier, Dalen Swain's on a point guard. That's the biggest takeaway from that one. Like, not to say he can't. Like, it was one game. I'm not going to get too down in the lows about his inability to run the point guard. He will get better with that over time. Like, he absolutely will. He's what, 20 years old. Of course, he's going to get better at that. But the takeaway I took away from between the two of them is that, you know, while he started off slowly, Noah Essengay started to look okay. Like, he had 6 stocks in that game yesterday. Was it 4 blocks and 2 steals? I mean, when was it when Caleb went off the floor, especially in the second half, that when Noah started to become more aggressive at looking to score himself, he got to the free throw line. He wasn't afraid to take it at Cedric Coward. He wasn't afraid to take it at Cameron Boozer. I'm actually quite, happy with Noah Senge's game yesterday, especially considering he's been out for 9 months and he's having to learn how to trust that shoulder again because, a lot of people forget that wasn't just an injury that happened last season. He originally dislocated it 3 years ago and it's been bothering him ever since. So basically, for the last 4 years, he hasn't had a stable shoulder, and now he's learning how to retrust that shoulder all over again. So I'm actually quite happy with how Noah played, and I would probably anticipate, especially if Caleb Wilson has another amazing game and Tiago Splitter says, that's it, you're done for Summer League, we've seen enough. Noah Senge is going to step up even further and show us more of what he can do. And that's going to help build his confidence going into the regular season. So I'm quite happy with Noah's performance yesterday, especially after not playing for 9 months. Like, people got to remember that bit.
For sure. I mean, it wasn't like, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 4 blocks, though. 4 blocks, 2 steals. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess, like, that's really what we want from him is that defense. I don't think any of us expect SNJ to be a big scorer for us. No. I think it'll be a big win if we could just get anything from him at all on the court, considering how young he still is and that he basically lost his whole rookie year. What do you think between those two? Like, what were your takeaways, Neill?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I think Dalen Swain is incredibly difficult to give him a fair rating off of that back of a game where he basically played out of position for the entire game. It's blatantly obvious that he is not ready to be a point guard yet. Whether he ever gets there, we'll have to wait and see. But he is certainly not a point guard right now. He looked completely out of his depth trying to play point. So I think it's an unfair criticism to give him a hard time for having essentially not a great game. As for Noah Essengay, what I really liked about him was that he didn't start particularly well. He looked a little bit lost. He looked slow to recover. But as the game went on, particularly in the second half of the game, he focused on his defensive game to get back into the game and start making a bit of an impact offensively. And for him to, at this age and at this stage, like, this is essentially his rookie year, right? I mean, he played so little last season. This is really his rookie season. And
he played 6 NBA minutes last year.
Right. So, I mean, this is his rookie season by rights. And to have the wherewithal to know, okay, I'm not feeling it right now. Let's focus on what I can do to get me into the flow of the game. And that's what he did. And he concentrated on playing defensive basketball. And that got him back into the game. And then he played better for a finish as the game went on. So that side of it from Noah impressed me, even if his overall game wasn't fantastic. But like you say, Phil, we just want to see kind of cleanup minutes from Noah when he's on the floor. He's big, as in tall, not bulky, but he's tall. He can rebound well. He scores well around the rim. And that's what I want to see from him, those kind of mop-ups and get his points that way.
Yeah, and something that he did really well that was a big pro of his when he was coming out in the draft was his ability to get to the line. I think it was like one of his last games overseas. He had went to the line 18 times or something crazy. And people were like, that's nuts, because overseas it's actually a lot harder to get to the line. They don't call fouls as much as they do in the NBA. And yet he was getting to the line like crazy. And so, he, lo and behold, led the team in free throw attempts yesterday. So
there you go. We just need to hit more of them. That's all.
Yeah, he did go 3 of 7. So he got to clean that up a little bit.
He wasn't on his own, though. Nobody could hit a free throw.
No. Only Jalen Sellers. He went 4 of 6. I think he's the only. Okay, no, Kennedy Chandler went 2 of 2. Everyone else was, Yeah, no, overall it wasn't very good. They shot 52% from the line. So
Right.
Yeah, 13 to 25 overall from the free throw line,
which is just brutal. On Jalen Sellers, by the way, he was a tough watch. He was a tough watch.
Talk to me about that. Because, so, I mean, full disclosure, like, I wasn't able to. I was flying, so I didn't get to watch the game live. I had to watch back the highlights. So talk to me about Jalen Sellers, because I didn't get to see that.
Okay. He was making very, very poor decisions on the ball. He was forcing shots and going ISO when he had no real reason or right to. He was missing opportunities on the floor because he wasn't playing. He's not a head-up player. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
What was your take on him, Troy?
the part where I really where I really got frustrated with him was when that game was still there potentially for the taking. You know, you're out there on the floor with Caleb Wilson, you're out there with Dalen Sellers. You're out with Dalen Swain. Jalen Sellers was out there as KD9 says, he was out there for himself. He was trying to play hero ball and win this game by himself rather than giving to the absolute scorching hot hand that was Caleb Wilson. Like when you're out there on the floor with that guy and the game is there for the taking, yes, you got everyone, all these guys as well. Like I'll give him the teeniest bit of leeway. These guys are trying to make a name for themselves as well. Caleb Wilson's got is the number 4 pick in the draft. We all know who he is and all that. Jalen Sellers is trying to show the Chicago Bulls who he is and what he can bring to this team.
We still have that one roster spot, don't we? He's trying to get that last roster spot.
He's on a two-way, right?
He's on a 2-way deal.
Yeah.
So as Hayes points out, he can play 65 games throughout the regular season anyway with the main roster. So I think there's no need to potentially try and fill that last roster spot with one of these 2-way guys.
Okay, that's my mistake.
Sorry about that. But he was being essentially, I just saw him as being selfish in trying to win the game by himself, where it's like, no, do the team thing and give the ball to the guy with a hot hand in Caleb Wilson.
It always drives me crazy. Like, because I played point guard. My favorite thing was when someone got hot, I'm like, yo, I'm coming to you. Like, you know where I'm going. Yeah. Like, I had a teammate named Robert Agar, man, and it was my favorite teammate ever because I just knew where he was going to be. We ran pick and roll, pick and pop so well. It was so much fun just because it was like 8th grade. We were the 2 guys and we were just balling. We got to the championship. We lost, but we got to the championship though. But yeah, no, I can't stand it when there's guys on the court that don't seem to understand who the hot hand is. Like, dude, that guy just hit like 3-4 shots in a row. You go back to that guy. You don't just decide it's my turn. That's crazy. It's not good basketball. But
no, just to answer your mum there. No, Sherry, I'm keeping an eye on the football score. So in the World Cup, England and Norway are playing. And despite my accent, I do not want England to win.
That's fair. Wilson, higher ceiling. I agree with this. I think I think Wilson showed with his did have the hot hand. Yeah, I think that he really showed yesterday why, even though everyone thought he was the consensus 4th best player in this draft, there's a very likely chance this dude ends up being the best player in the draft. And it's obviously, again, I'm a homer, but only one guy scored 35 points in their first game, and it wasn't any of the other 3.
But we talked about this before the draft, and all 4 players in the draft from 1 through 4 have the opportunity and the ability and the capability of becoming the best player in the draft. And that's what made having a top 4 pick so exciting.
Yeah, and like Caleb Wilson's inconsistency shooting the 3, like that's what put a lot of doubt on him if he could be, or why he was like the consensus 4th pick. But it's like, hey, if he's showing that he can hit this 3 ball at a decent clip, he very, very well may become the best player out of this draft. And that's talking about how high I was on AJ DeBanson. I said that guy has the potential to be a Hall of Fame player. I said that a few months ago.
But the thing is, though, he's not much of a two-way player, though, right?
No, he's more of a one-dimensional. He's more of an offensive player, but like,
and a great offensive player for sure. But
yeah, but you're gonna see like, and here's the thing though, like, how many Hall of Fame players were one-way players?
Yeah, so, that's the thing. You got, like KD. I mean, but I wouldn't say he's a great defender, but he's not bad at it either.
James Harden, he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame. He's trash defensively.
Yeah, he is going to end up there, but it's like going to be one of the most disgusting Hall of Fame inductees.
Don't get me started on James. James Harden and LeBron James. Something about the name James. I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, let's. Sellers' defense was like, yes, Sellers was pretty solid defensively. I'll give him that much. Offensively, yikes.
Yeah, if he'd done like Noah did, focused on the defense to bring him back into the game offensively, then that would have been better. But instead, he just tried to go hero ball.
Yeah, I see he shot 4 of 13. So, like, I mean, you see 15 points, and so my immediate thought was like, oh, well, he played a pretty good game. But, like, then you see the efficiency, it's like, eh. And then also the timing of when you're taking those shots also matters. But, I mean, overall, I would have said, I'm going to say something, and one of my Twitter followers, Mike, tagged me in this. He said that the Bulls should have kept Yuki on the team for Summer League in Windy City because they don't have a point guard. I mean, he would have looked good out. I would have loved to see Yuki out there running point for Caleb and Noah.
It would have been fun.
Oh my God, it would have been so much fun. He'd have been throwing some oops. It would have been awesome. I guess we couldn't keep the Yuki Mania vibe, so.
No. But like, in saying that, though, like, yeah, while Yuki would have been fun to have with the Windy City Bulls and the Summer League, ultimately Bryson Graham is still going to try and set up the Windy City Bulls roster in a similar fashion as to the main Bulls roster. It's going to be the slap. Well, where obviously not everyone needs to have slap, but like when you're 5'8", yeah, you got no size about you whatsoever. Like, so that's where, Yuki, if Yuki was 6'2", 6'3", I'd almost say he'd still be here.
Oh, I think for sure. His height's the only thing holding him back from being a regular player in the league, because his passing ability is. I'll be crazy about it. I think he's a top 10 passer in the world. I'm going to be that crazy about it. Top 25 at the worst. But like but he is just too short. It's just the facts.
You have to be elite. An elite player at 5'8" to stay in the NBA. You have to be elite.
In 2026, yes. Like,
yes.
Back in the day, it wasn't as big of a deal, but in today's game, it doesn't. You get attacks and everything. Although I do think that was a little bit overplayed or overstated as far as how much of a detriment he was defensively. It's true that it's just a fact. I'm his height, so. I'm not stopping any of those dudes. He's obviously much better than me, but there's only so much you could do when you're 5'7". Without fouling everybody that you're defending. But so, overall, man, after one game, vibes are high. Tiago, didn't come out with a W in his summer league debut as a coach, but on this entire roster of summer league, we probably only got 3 guys that you expect to play. Like, besides Noah, Swain, and Wilson, is anyone else on this team going to play any minutes for the Bulls this year?
Well, it's only going to be like Sellers and Toby Awaka. And
Toby Awaka, yeah.
Toby Awaka was non-existent on the floor yesterday. Like, you didn't even know he was out there. Like, he was
He's getting cardio.
Yeah,
he was. Right. He was playing Patrick Williams minutes.
Yeah, didn't know he was out there. I legit forgot Tobe Awake was even out there. Like, that's how much he had no impact whatsoever. Forgot he was even part of the team, let alone on the floor.
Yeah, man. That was the only thing to me that I see that was, I guess Kennedy Chandler off the bench did have 5 assists. It just doesn't, you would like to see. What's up?
Kennedy Chandler fucked up.
Yeah, he missed the cut.
Yeah. So
Oh.
obviously you didn't see the game live, so you've only watched the highlights back. So Kennedy Chandler was on a fast break and he had Caleb Wilson down the other side. He drew the defender to himself. He had an easy lob there for Caleb Wilson, and that would have been a highlight reel dunk. Instead, Kennedy Chandler takes himself. Yes, he does draw the foul, but come on, man. You had Caleb Wilson there for a lob pass.
Read the floor. Yeah, he totally missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think too many times guys think that like their highlights or like their production is all that's going to stand out. Like they're going to watch this game back, dude. They're going to want you to make the best, basketball play. So,
and would have been an open boozer. Like,
I would love
Cam
that.
Boozer on a poster
Already in his first game.
Yeah.
That dude's gonna have nightmares of Caleb Wilson. I swear to God, man. They played last year and beat him. I mean, barely got past him yesterday, but got outplayed. And I mean,
Cam Boozer actually created what happened from Caleb Wilson in the game yesterday. Because for me, anyway, I don't know if you read this the same way, Troy. But for me, when he picked his pocket, because he was playing Caleb Wilson pretty much full court man to man, right?
Yeah,
full court press, and he picked Caleb Wilson's pocket in his own third, and went on and got a dunk out of it, right?
Yeah,
and it's almost like something triggered inside Caleb Wilson from that point onwards.
Pissed him off.
It's like he went, no, hang on a minute, fuck you, this ain't happening. And he just, that's when Caleb Wilson came alive.
Yeah, like he really started cooking after that.
That's the MJ meme, and so I took that personally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I love that.
Yes.
He really did take that personally. He's like, nah, fuck you, man. Like, you're going to pickpocket me? Well, guess what? I'm about to destroy you for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's see. Some of you guys got to realize they're not going to make the team because of scoring. It's going to be all the other stuff you do. That's a fact. Like, there's something that Rich Paul actually just recently said. And, I mean, I'm not a big Rich Paul guy because, I mean, I think he's kind of built his whole brand off of LeBron.
Somebody is.
Is he? I know he said
he was sitting next to him.
But but like, you know, he said there's 30 alphas in the NBA. And the rest of the players, there's 420 NBA players, 30 of them are alphas. Everyone else is a role player. And if the sooner you figure that out and you become a Tobias Harris, that's when you'll unlock your true potential in the league. And I thought that was a really, pretty, like, it sounds like an exaggeration, but it's really not. Like, there's only going to be one guy who has the green light, maybe two, on every team where no one's going to give a shit whatever they shoot. Like, okay, that's him. That's what he's going to do. Everyone else, though, you want them to do a specific thing. This is your function. Do it well. If you don't do it well, we'll find someone else that can. And so, like, I think that you know, that basically speaks to what KD9 here is saying. So
we have an all-star player now who knew that and used that to his advantage to climb through his career and become an all-star in Norman Powell.
That's a great point. Yeah.
And I mean, for all the stupid shit that Rich Paul says, that was actually something, you know, relatively
profound.
Smart.
I was surprised.
Yes.
Like, wow, Rich Paul, you can actually think logically rather than just, you know, jacking off your buddy LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, it's good to know LeBron James. Look at where Brian Windhorst is now. I think he built his whole career off of being like LeBron's like 1A reporter or whatever. But yeah, man. So overall, this isn't about the Bulls. You guys notice that Kareem Lopez didn't play at all for the Grizzlies yesterday? I thought that was kind of weird.
Well, it was their fourth game.
Oh. So you think he just sat him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. That makes sense.
I thought he had some sort of injury.
Oh, maybe.
It just I'm looking at the box score. It says do not play, coach's decision. That's the only reason I said that. So I didn't know if it, if it was just an injury, then that's fair. But him being a first round pick, I didn't realize. I
Yeah,
thought
so
he was
on the 5th of July, mild left hamstring strain during his pre-draft process is out for the Salt Lake City Summer League. He'll be reevaluated before the Las Vegas Summer League. So I'm guessing that's still bothering him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be 36 in 5 days, guys. I'm basically about to die.
You young pup.
Oh, what the does that make me then?
That was
Come on.
That's a joke. Just kidding. You're
Kids these days.
This is what I get for trying to hang around with you young kids. That's what.
Oh my
that's
God.
What it is.
But I mean, so let me ask this: how do you guys? Do you guys think that Dalen Swain? What do you guys see for him this season? Do you think he's gonna play like a regular role? Like, do you think he's gonna be a 20-minute per game guy?
I think he will definitely have some sort of prominent role on the team. Like I personally have him penciled in as playing backup, shooting guard, small forward minutes behind Powell and Martis Bazelis. Lennon Miller's obviously going to be there as well at the small forward position. You got Noah Asenge, and to a much lesser, just stay on the very all the way down the end of the bench, Patrick Williams. Like get the water bottles. Like down you go. But yeah, so I definitely see Dalen Swain like having a role on this team, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes a game, and that's perfectly fine in his rookie season.
Yeah, I think I only worry for him a little bit. I hope that he doesn't let whatever's happening with Caleb Wilson affect him. Like their developments don't have to be similar. Like they can be on different tracks, and it's okay. Like Caleb, I think, is going to be an abnormal rookie. He's talked abnormally. He is an abnormal athlete. He's abnormally mature, and he's going to abnormally kick everyone's ass, I think, this season. I think he's going to be hunting, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm sure he'll have some bad games.
He's not going to kick ass. He's going to kick some ass. He's going to kick ass.
Okay. I like it. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. So do you guys early record predictions after one summer league game? Go.
Well, the 82 game, like the regular season, or the rest of the summer league?
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot right now.
What were we last season? 31 and 51.
What's that?
What were we last season? 31 and 51.
What were the Chicago?
If I had to call it now, anywhere between
31 and 51.
Call it 35 wins.
Okay. What do you think, Neill?
I'm gonna go crazy. Let's go nuts. I'm gonna go 38.
Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna go all the way then. I'm gonna go with 40, 41 and 41.
Oh, 500. Okay.
Yes, sir. We're gonna hit 500 this year.
No, we're going to go 74 and 8, and we're going to go undefeated throughout the entire playoffs and win our 7th championship.
Stranger things have happened.
And going undefeated in an 82-game season? I'm not sure.
We're going to go 74 and 8 throughout the regular season, so we're going to set the new regular season record, and then we're going to go undefeated in the playoffs.
Okay. We're gonna do
16 and 0 in the playoffs.
We're not gonna shit the bed like the Warriors did.
No.
The most worst.
Don't mean a thing without a ring.
It don't.
Exactly right.
That season means jack shit now. It's funny. Nobody talks about it because they didn't win it all. Like
73 is nice, but 72 has a better ring to it.
Yep.
Yeah. Facts. I mean, it happened in the NFL over here. We had a team that went undefeated all the way to the Super Bowl and then lost. Never had happened before, but yeah, they no one cares about them anymore. So that's just how it happens. But yeah, man, I think this is gonna be such a fun season, and my vibes are through the roof, man. Like if we can get like what this is gonna do down the line, like what Josh Giddey's like gonna be able to do as a passer, and then what Caleb Boozellis and Norman are gonna be able to do scoring. And I'm really excited to see what Claxton can do too. I think he's gonna be rejuvenated with Tiago and with a great passing point guard. The best point guard he's played with to this point is probably he had Kyrie and James Harden for a bit, but like those are score first guys.
Yeah, they're not point guards; they're combo guards.
Yeah, like I know Kyrie is, but like he's always
he's a point guard by height, by traditional height.
And by handles.
Yeah,
his handle is amazing.
Yeah, insane handles, but he's not a pass first player.
No. This is also something else I wanted to bring up. Like, have you guys seen the talking point I'm hearing now that Josh Giddey has a weak handle?
Yeah, Josh Giddey has a weak handle and he has floppy hair and he has an ugly shot. Yeah, I've heard it all before. Yeah. Empty stats. Wait till this season. Josh Giddey has never been in a position to play his position as point guard surrounded by proficient players. He's not been in that position because once he had proficient players around him in OKC, SGA emerged, and that was the end of Giddey playing his style of basketball. He gets to play his game in Chicago with decent players around him. You wait and see how it goes this season. I'm telling you, it's going to be different.
Yeah, I think if the Bulls improve their record, I think everything's on the table for Giddey because I think he's going to have a real chance to average a triple-double. Might be harder for him to get rebounds this year, considering there's going to be some more, Claxton and Wilson are going to be out there with a lot more effort than Vooch gave, which how I can't wait to laugh and to guess. I guess, KD9, you can join us in this because we have been consistent on this podcast. We believe in Josh Giddey. We don't need to replace him just because for whatever dumb ass reason that we make up. I just don't understand. If you build a championship team around Josh Giddey, he can win. People make it seem like that he'll be the person that holds you back from winning. And I just don't understand that. I just don't. We've seen friggin' what's his name? JJ Barrera, go to the championship. I think he's pretty good. Matthew Dellavedova is a great example too. Wasn't he starting for that Cleveland team? I mean,
he was backup because Kyrie.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that we've seen role players in the starting lineup and be good, and Josh Giddey's not a role player. He's dropping almost a triple double. I just don't understand. I don't know why everyone hates him. The Caruso trade.
I had someone in my I had someone in my Twitter comments the other day trying to say that, Josh Giddey doesn't create for others. It's like, what the fuck are you watching? And he's in the 98th percentile.
That couldn't be more
creating
wrong.
Open shots for his teammates. Like, what the fuck do you mean he doesn't create for other people? What are you smoking? Let me know what brand it is so I know what the fuck to stay away from. Seriously.
I hate how much I talk about Josh Giddey, but I feel like I have to because everybody makes me.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I hate how much I have to go off on Twitter about it because and I don't know, maybe people are rage baiting me and I just need to fucking just ignore it. But like, it's just some of the stupid shit you see.
Yeah, you see a lot of stupid shit. Looking at this, I think that this is a pretty solid bench order. The only thing I could say is that I think that Jalen Smith is going to challenge Noah for that fourth spot. I think that'll be an interesting thing to watch. Also, that would mean that Okoro was sitting his ass on the bench, and I'll be okay with that.
Forgot about Okoro.
Yeah, it's easy to. Yeah.
Although, do you know what? Okoro could very well fall into the rotation because he's defensive, and Tiago Splitter is a defensive-minded coach. So you could actually see Okoro being one of the first people off the bench for that reason.
I know, and I hate it.
Yeah, like Okoro could end up being our version of Tamori Kamara.
Yeah, I wish that he was more situational. His offensive game is so fucking weak to me. I can't stand watching him play offense, dude. Every time he shoots, I'm just like, But
yeah, you're not wrong, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of like. I think that's going to be Swain's biggest obstacle for big minutes. If he could beat out Okoro, which he'll have a chance to, he is their first round pick, so they're going to give him the opportunity to. I think, but if he's clearly not playing to Okoro's level in practice, then it might be more of a developmental year for Swain, and maybe we would like. But
yeah,
I still have hope for him.
And if Dalen Swain does outplay Okoro in training camp and in preseason, then watch Okoro get put on the trading block real quick.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I know there's a couple of big Okoro guys in our fan base, but it just doesn't do it for me. I was.
This is Fred loves Okoro, doesn't he?
Who?
See Red Fred? Doesn't he love Okoro?
He loves
Okoro. Loves him.
Pretty sure if you ask him, most like the best winning players on the Bulls are, I think he would have Okoro number one. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he's up there with Denzel Valentine.
Stop.
What are you doing? That is not the right shot.
No. God. But like KD9's point, he's right on this one. Like Tiago pull from his bench on a case by case basis. Bryson has sneakily put together a roster where he can afford to put in Okoro as a specialized defensive role and not take away from the offense. Because even though Okoro can't hit the side of a barn with a 3-point shot, there's enough balance now on the roster where that's not going to he can put him out there in situations where with the right players on the floor, that's not going to be that big of an issue now. That's a breath of fresh air. And hey, credit to Bryson Graham's roster building. This AK sure shit wouldn't have done this.
No,
I think Bryson Graham is definitely asserting himself very well early in his career. I mean, the Tiago hire was a home run, and
that's out of the ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think there was a better option on the table. Like I was, of course, a big proponent of Sean Sweeney and Chris Quinn, but
that
was also mostly because I really didn't think that Portland was going to let that dude walk out. Like I was like, yeah, I want to talk to him, and I wanted him. Like I think I had him third when I was talking about coaches, but I just really didn't think they were going to let him go. And then when we got him, I listened to him talk. I'm like, this dude's money. How do you not? He wanted to sign back in Portland. They're like, here's 1.5 mil. Like, what?
Yeah. And then they hire Mike Nori and have him on a year-to-year contract. Like, what the hell is that? Like,
Mike Nori.
I feel for you, brother. Shot. Like, we all used to think Jerry Reinsdorf was cheap. Well, Tom Dundon has taken the cake on that one, and damn, like
you guys don't know this.
Lose your team.
You guys don't know this. He owns a NHL franchise, hockey, and they won the Stanley Cup last year. That's the championship, and they engraved the names of every team always engraves their names on the trophy that they get. He engraved his whole family before anybody else. It was 5 people, and one of them was a 5-year-old kindergartner or something like that. Like people are pissed. Because this dude listed his 5-year-old on the trophy before any of his players. Funny stuff. I just wanted, that's a Portland owner.
I love the way you mansplained that NHL was ice hockey and the Stanley Cup was the championship before you told us that very funny story, by the way.
I didn't know if you guys, were aware.
Yeah. No, we get it. We're foreign. Yeah, no, we get it. We're foreigners. We understand.
Yeah.
We understand.
Hey, man, you shouldn't assume I know anything about soccer. So
okay. Well, right now I'm not happy with what's happening on the soccer pitch, but anyway.
England winning.
England are up 2-1, and there's only a few minutes left of extra time. But anyway.
Well,
Doesn't a soccer game only go for 90 minutes? But what I'm looking at is going for 113. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it went to extra time. It's a half an hour of extra time because it was 1-1 at the end full time.
Okay.
To waste, it's soccer overtime is wild to me. It takes forever.
Yeah, it's 2 15-minute halves.
Yeah, they basically play like another half of the
essentially
game.
Overtime.
Yeah, it's an overtime that has a halftime, which is
it does. It has a halftime. Hey, listen! Don't you start criticizing having extra time in soccer, right? Because hey, up until this World Cup, there was no such thing as hydration breaks. What the fuck is that about?
You gotta stay hydrated, baby.
I don't know.
There's no hydration breaks in AFL. Like you got runners who run water bottles out to the players, and then they'll obviously got your quarter and halftime breaks and stuff. But yeah, there's no timeouts in football. There's no hydration breaks.
Nope.
No, yeah. I mean, who needs to be hydrated? Hydration is
overrated.
It's overrated. Yeah, it's overrated. Get a beer.
But all right, my friends. I think that will. We're here at an hour. I think that's a solid episode of.
Yeah. Well, before we sign it off, because the Bulls did release a couple of minor details while we were live. We have posted it in the comments earlier, but we haven't actually spoken about it. Norman Powell has officially been assigned the number 24 jersey, and Noah Sengay will wear number 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Noah Sengay. Know your place.
Exactly. Yeah.
Know your place.
No offense. No offense, buddy, but the All-Star gets the number.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Definitely. That's only right.
Yeah. But all right, my friends.
Watch how many Bulls fans are going to scream about that, because that's Norman Van Leer's number and it should be retired. And why the hell is Noah Sengay when he wearing number 2?
I mean, I don't know. I don't get that bent out of shape over that stuff. But yes, I was going to say that you guys make sure if you're here on YouTube that you do leave a like. It's super important for the algo. And if you're here on X, please do come over to YouTube and subscribe to Bulls Without Borders. We are trying desperately to get to 1,000 subscribers before the next season, because with your help, we will be able to get monetized. Ooh. I wish I had a cheer. You have a cheer thing, Neill? Do the cheer thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. One second.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I did have a cheer as well. I don't know where that went.
All right. Well, that worked.
I didn't hear it.
That works.
But I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Make sure, like I said, that you follow all of our individual channels as well. Six Banner, Whole Lot of Bull, Chicago Bulls Breeze. Also, make sure you follow our boy Hayes, Chicago Bulls Central. Dunks Talks Ball for our producer Pads. He's always writing great stuff on Substack. And yeah, I think that about covers it. I mean, dude, see red. I'm seeing so much red. I'm pumped about this season. I don't know about y'all.
And don't forget to check out the battleground episodes on our YouTube channel as well.
The latest one being Zach LaVine versus DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
Neil's poured a lot of time into it. You guys definitely give it a shot. It's a really, solid stuff. Yeah. Hell yeah.
If you don't support it, Hayes will unleash that 200-pound dog on your asses.
Yes. And you will sleep like shit for a month. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, y'all. Peace.